Hello, in this video our purpose is to send a MAVLink 2.0 message from ESP32 to ESP32 in the heartbeat format, single message. What we are basically doing is open a socket and sending an hexadecimal file via this socket, so the server, which will be open on the receiving end, receiving ESP32, will think that he received a standard heartbeat message from the outside device. Our codes are inside the Sims IoT devices, repositories, MAVLink repository, and in this video we are talking about video number 4. Our purpose here is to open sockets on client and server and send a heartbeat message. In order to constitute a reference, we will send a reference message via Python file, so that we can see that the message on the receiving end is the same message. So here we, in our project, open the project and copied the client side and the heartbeat Python file. Here those files are in the project. First we will send the Python file and then compile and send the same heartbeat message, which is hard-coded inside the ESP32 to the server, and then we will go to the other computer and see the results. Okay, our first message is the standard file. Please note that we have to hard-code the IP that the server is opened. So first we will run on the second computer the message, then we will send a bit and see the results on the other computer. Now we are sending a heartbeat message from the Python file. The heartbeat message is sent on this specific IP that we hard-coded and we looked on the socket that was actually opened. And now let's do the same with the ESP file. Here we'll run it. This file targeted the same IP that was opened on the socket, and we looked before we ran this file on the other computer. The defined port. The heartbeat message is hard-coded here in the MAVLink 2 format. First message of the heartbeat message. We calculate the length. Regarding the functions and tasks that are used here, this is a Wi-Fi handler and Wi-Fi connection, two functions which enables us to connect via the Wi-Fi. Please note that my data file, which is also added inside the GitHub, have to be updated with your relevant Wi-Fi credentials and added to the project. You see here I have my data here file added to my project. After we establish the Wi-Fi connection, the only task that sending this heartbeat message to the another computer, to the server opened another ESP32, is this task. First it's opened the client as a socket, then it's connected to the server, to the socket, verifies the connection, sends the message, and closes the socket. here you can see the main file, which do exactly the same. Open the Wi-Fi connection and sending the message. On the execution screen, you can see attempting to connect to the specific IP, successfully connected to the specific IP, send a standard heartbeat message of 21 bytes of data, and close the socket. Now let's move to the second computer and see on the receiving end how this message was received. Okay, now we are on the receiving side, the computer which is connected to the receiving ESP32, actually the server. We are going to the repositories, MAVLink, and our file is this one, the server. This is basically the same file that we used earlier, but this is our file. We copy it to our project. This file is open socket and receiving the MAVLink message. Now we will run it. The interesting thing is after opening the socket, this file is putting the MAVLink message according to the relevant fields, so we can see very clearly what we are getting. Those things were explained in the previous videos. But our main thing here is to see the message from the PC, the Python file, and from the ESP32 is actually the same message, and from the receiving end we see it the same. Okay, now we are receiving the Python file message. Python file message was sent. Before, please note that we run the server, looked on the IP, and hard-coded the IP inside the Python file and the ESP32 file. Okay, anyway, now this is a basic heartbeat message received from the PC. Now we are going to the ESP32 on the other computer. You can't see it, but you have to believe me. This is compiling the ESP file. Just wait a minute. And our purpose is to receive the same message from the ESP32. Okay, this is the same message. It's writing the standard message from the PC, but this one was received from ESP32, the hard-coded MAVLink message, and you can see that those two messages are exactly the same. So to summarize, we demonstrated here the sending of the hard-coded basic MAVLink message in the 2.0 format from ESP32 to ESP32 via Wi-Fi connection and opening a socket. Thank you.